There we go. Yeah. So, oh, ah, where are you? Ah, there you are. I couldn't see you then. Just got somebody else popping in. So we'll let these guys drop in. Everybody's looking like they've got a Friday vibe. Yeah. Okay, lush. So I'm recording this, but it only records me, so you don't need to worry about being seen or having, like I often say, your meditation face on. So Nikki, I'm aware you've just sent me a message a little while ago. I haven't picked it up yet, but I'll get back to you later today. Um, okay, so just allowing yourself to arrive and drop down in this space. Ooh, maybe closing your eyes down, allowing yourself to feel into your body and taking some breaths all the way down to your sit bones and feeling where they've landed. Mm. Mm. Yes, closing down your eyes and bringing the attention to your bottom and how it connects to the surface it's found itself on. Mm. Mm. Just bringing some breath into the system, focusing on the breath. And sometimes um, when we do, this is one of those things, isn't it, that we just do so unconsciously that we've done every moment of every moment that we've lived. It's just this really natural thing that we don't pay attention to. I know many of you will have a breathwork practice and you'll be really, knowledgeable about the breath, but just, there's this mindfulness, this meditation where just one breath can be meditation if it's done intentionally. Yeah. So just thinking about how that feels as you fill up your lungs and how it feels to release that out of the body. Mm. And you might want to do that in a slow way. You might want to do it in a way that's sighing, like I just did. Just depends how you're feeling. Are you feeling like you want your body to drop and release down? Allow the out breath to carry that out for you. Or are you feeling really serene and quite gentle already, and you can just do a nice slow out breath that just lands you further and further into that space of relaxation. Hmm. Hmm. So, just as always, there's an invitation here to drop into your mind's eye. Sorry, that is Peggy being a complete nuisance. So, just dropping into your mind's eye and allowing yourself to imagine us together. You might not know who's on the call. You don't need to know who's on the call. Energetically, we've all been called here today to come together in circle. So, just imagining us all stood together in a lovely circle. And I'm imagining somewhere really sunny today, somewhere with like a lush lawn or a grass underneath our feet. I'm just imagining your bare feet, if that feels good for you, just pressing into the earth as you hold hands with everybody in this circle today. And we are 8 here today. Beautiful number. Infinity symbol. So just allowing us to connect energetically there. Like I say, imagining your feet in the earth. And imagining as you stand there in that circle, your heart space just opening up, energetically opening your heart and allowing love to flow out, first of all. And just staying within consent. So if you're having a really hard time and you feel like you've been overgiving a lot lately, and you're like, oh, I've got nothing in the tank. Well, the truth of it is that the love that exists within you knows no end. There is no lack of abundance there, but you might just feel like not giving it away. And that's absolutely fine. So if that's where you are, just allow yourself to just Feel that abundant love at your heart space and allow it to flow through all of your being. And allow yourself to receive from the rest of the group. But if you're feeling like you do have the capacity, allow your heart energy to flow out. We are going to be calling, this is all going to be coming back into us anyway soon. But just in case anyone feels a bit under-resourced or a bit like they just deserve to receive some extra love, that's absolutely fine. And notice how that feels to go, actually, I'm going to receive. I'm not going to be one of the ones that are sending out from my heart space in this circle in this moment. I'm actually going to stand here and I'm going to receive, and I'm going to keep my resource for myself, and I'm going to receive from all of you. And just seeing how that feels, sometimes that can feel really icky. Sometimes we can have a real problem like, oh no, I must be giving. And if everybody else in the group is giving, then I want to be giving as well. No, that's not how it needs to be. Full permission to just completely receive. And we call in the light from source, from the universe, from God, whatever you want to refer to it as, this beautiful light coming down from above, holding us all in this gorgeous chamber of light. And again, you might be just in receiving mode, or you might be in heart pouring mode, whichever. It's all beautiful. It's all welcome. Just knowing that there's this source energy, this abundant flow of love at your heart space. And perhaps you might have started giving and decided, actually, I want to receive. Or you might have been receiving and actually feel now already like you're filled up and you want to give. You can change your mind. It's totally allowed. How does that feel? How does it feel to change your mind and it be completely allowed? Just imagining us all together in that space, just in kindness with each other, respecting, holding, and loving everyone's intentions, respecting, holding, and loving everyone's decisions. Mm. Mm. And just a reminder that you're pushing your feet down into the earth. So this is really grounded energy. This is not our head up in the clouds, kind of, feet off the ground, flying away energy. We're really keeping it grounded. We chose to come here and be humans right now. So this constant look for ascension, this constant look to get connected to our spiritual selves. We're always connected to our spiritual selves. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So just remaining grounded in our humanness. Know that we've been called to be here doing this piece of work. And if any of you are familiar with grid work, I just love that we are part of that constellation, and that as we're turning up here today, it's just a one-off imprint that can only be created in this moment in this way. And so for whatever reason, wherever we are in the country, in the world, we create a little shape. And like I spoke to this yesterday, this puzzle piece that can only be shaped with its energetic field as it is right now. And as we're getting towards the end of the week, I'm just reminding myself that there was some sort of mother wound stuff and some feminine healing that we did earlier in the week this week, for those of you that were in attendance for that. And I did say that we would do some masculine healing and energy work before the end of the week. So let's just focus a little there now. So just opening ourselves up to masculine energy and how that feels for you. Do you feel some resistance in your body? Do you feel very open to receiving masculine energy? Do you find masculine energy very alive within yourself? Or do you feel a distance from it? Hmm. And we did the Mother Earth healing last time, and we're going to do this Father Sky healing right now. So this is sending this energy, this healing energy out that comes from source, comes through us, is grounded in this sacred geometry that we're creating on this earth. And then we're going to bring that light and we're going to send it up towards the sky. We're going to open our arms up towards the sky in our circle. And we're going to ask for this masculine energy to be healed. Because, as with the feminine, we spoke about the other day, with a masculine, there's been a lot of wrongdoing. There's been a lot of things that have, hurt the collective. There's been a lot of things that, there's a lot of this patriarchy kind of energy around at the moment. So we're just, as we throw our arms up to the sky, we're calling in this Reiki light energy to come down into our individual beings and into our collective container and into the container that is beyond just our collective, where there's thousands and millions of other people tapping into these kind of frequencies all of the time. And we ask that this masculine energy be healed somehow within us so we can find more balance and grace with it, so we can find more ease, so it's not a struggle to engage with, so that it becomes more fair and more loving, so that it becomes more sacred, becomes more holy. Because this sacred masculine energy is something that we all are entitled to, is something that we all deserve to feel protected and provided for. I'm just going to sit with all of that for the next few minutes in silence. The ways in which the masculine influences in our lives perhaps weren't those that were as holy and as protective as they could have been. But know that those masculine energies were doing their very best, even if their very best wasn't very good for us. And celebrating all the ways in which we've had sacred masculine in our world, all the ways in which we have been provided for, all the ways in which we have been kept safe. Mm. Mm. I'm just allowing that energy now to come back into our circle as we join hands again there, giving thanks to all of those energies that have been around us. Mm. I'm just going to give each other a little squeeze on the hands and wiggle our toes into the earth a bit more. And then we're going to come and bring ourselves back into our bodies by perhaps rubbing or patting the legs, the chest, the belly, maybe giving the arms a little rub up and down or a little squeeze, a little hug. And I like to warm up the palms of my hands. And when they're nice and warm, take them over my eyes so that my eyes are opening up into this lovely, dark, warm space before I let the light arrive. Back in again. Thank you, darlings. I hope you have a really, really juicy weekend. And I hope to see you next week. Lots of love. Mwah. Bye, loves. See ya.